Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
They'll take over. First down.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes and ostensibly is extremely comfortable. He was hoping he'd find a seam and a big gainer to go along with it, but that one was incomplete.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
A gain of 9 yards.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
Partner, is that what you call a quick hitter? That was actually a bolt of lightning, wasn't it, right out of the gate?
And, of course, on the heels of him winning AFC Offensive Player of the Week 1 week ago. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Myers. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
A gain of...
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
And what we just saw there was exactly what they need against this defense. Big plays. They were able to pick up a first down on that one.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
The pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
30 on the carry.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
Line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
So they bring out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
They'll take over 1st down and 10.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Covered by the defense.
A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Now is the punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The tackle made back.
Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
3rd down and 15.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3.
Blues, nothing.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
First down.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. A quick throw here, that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. at the 31.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A gain of 12. First down, Blue.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2.
Here's 2nd and 8. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. That one, a first down pickup of 8. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff looking right. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
More complete. It's Fisher. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
From back at the 3 now, this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
This one's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete. This is taken at the 18. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back, and sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Right back to him on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the 30.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Gotta like what we're seeing from him so far in this game. This is the 3rd game of the season, and he's already accumulated an AFC Offensive Player of the Week award in this young year.
Yeah, week 2 was his. The announcement came Wednesday that he got that award. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
On 3rd down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a 1st down.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Dancing to his, and I think the ball's out. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it.
Quarterback keeps it. A fumble on the play.
You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
They go play action here on 1st down. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
.38-yard line, 2nd and 11. This one to his tight end out on the right side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Number 83. A gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
A gain of 5.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Ball carry.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Number 21, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 48-yard line.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him. And they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
The pass.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
13 yards.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Complete.
Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
At their own 24-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw now on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
Makes the score Blues 10. BlackKnights 6.
So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. And it's the Bengals who are out in front. The Bengals trying to finish that one off and claim victory. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And that one's gone to halftime with the visiting 49ers out in front. The 49ers looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they currently trail the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They run the option here on first and 10. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He may try and run for this. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down.
At their own 22-yard.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. He'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They're going to look to throw. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
Loss of 7 yards. It's
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now left side on the swing pass. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
So they bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Wiggles free. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. London about set to take over on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
On the carry.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And to give this time to the tailback. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Definitely not how you want to start things on 1st down, and you don't want to panic. A field goal could get you closer, but you have to think to yourself, we even get another shot. At this point, to me, the thinking has to be touchdown or bust.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown of the new season. And his guys are going to retake the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range, but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
On the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Chicago.
They'll look to throw. The ball's out, fumble near midfield. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars, he was able to get that one back.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
For the running back.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. London about set to take over on offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
48-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
4 on the carry.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. He'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. For 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
From the contact. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there, first down. I tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Going to give this time to the tailback. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Quarterback taken down and sacked.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick here is good. And that extends their advantage to 6 and 16-10.
BlackKnights 16, Blues 10.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
23-yard line.
So now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense put pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain. And that's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It's a gain.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Blues.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
3rd down and 5.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
A gain of a
2nd and 9 now.
2nd and 9.
And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
All right, partner, I'm a defender. I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Back to throw again. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
The 16-yard line.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Yeah, that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants
at the Yale Bowl,
right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations, they thought he couldn't run it? No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 2 touchdowns. A minute 50 to play. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And Myers has it over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Just about it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Read it well, and it's picked. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. London about set to take over on offense. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as it comes with a minute 4 left to go in the game. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And they take a knee. So out comes the field goal team once more. And this one is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 17.
Makes the score BlackKnights 27, Blues 10.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Under pressure, and down he goes. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say cheerio from London.